In a Bunny and Bester film, their skits were based on their cabaret act, 10 unique curtain drops with a common theme based on a dance idea that would effortlessly propel the duo forward through all their moods. In our movie, which is set in the past, is a play within a play set in the future in Love Token Alley. And we reach back to the earliest times, nothing new under the sun. Enter Nefertiti, seeking to know love in all its manifestations. Not even her name is an ascertainable fact. Nefertiti, the sun goddess. But when the moon came out, his was the voice she heard in the night. Let's have a holiday, swinging on the moon. Oh, don't let that moon get away. Love is very sweet and disturbing and glamorous. How lucky for you and I to be amorous. Princess Shalmar. By day she bathed in the glorious sand. At night in the review she was Nefertiti. Splendid are the beauties of Aten, and the most beautiful Nefertiti. She tilted her head to the sun. Great is the sun disk. And on the beach, golden brown. The film stock is grainy black and white. Around her body, sea foam splashes and splutters. Nefertiti, sets by Picasso. The scenario is based loosely on the Maurice Chevalier 1935 Folies Bergère with glitzy production numbers by Busby Berkeley. A case of impersonation and mistaken identity. Lester is a man of simple elegance because simple is all he could afford. Charm, a tattered tux, and a passable soft shoe got him through. He was never one to mope. He loved waking up being Lester Bester, always whistling some new melody in his head. The best thing about Lester is he always felt lucky, even when he was down to his last dime. He saw it on a matchbook, I Can Help, with a picture of Mr. Boots. At the Temple of Love there was a ritual. Before the dime was tossed into a tithing bowl, it was placed to the forehead. You waited until you think you hear, "You may enter." You passed through the temple door into nothing, a vacant lot on the flip side of a facade. You stand in the rain, take in dancing palms, zigzag bats, the thump of falling coconuts, tuned in to small, beautiful moments on earth. And it wasn't Lester's lucky dime that went into the tithing bowl. It was Lester's extra lucky dime. And he waited and waited, nothing happened, and then suddenly the wind picked up, and there was a flurry of $10,000 bills flying through the air everywhere. Unfortunately, Lester knew they were phony the instant he touched one. He'd been paid once too often in the dark. On one side of the bill, Salmon Bee Chase. On the other side, Love Token Alley, 10 cents get you in. Lester placed a bill in his coat pocket like a pocket square so that the bill could be visibly seen. He saw it in a flash from fade in to fade out. He saw Picasso fire Jarrett's revolver, and again, he disguised himself as John D. Rock Jr., the wayward heir. Sam Bunny plays his valet and does the talking. They urged the owner of Club Bonga to hire Bunny and Bester. The place needs a new act, and maybe a clean coat of paint. A wad of fake $10,000 bills are flashed. The owner, thinking about the paint, jumps at the chance. Coming out of the club, Lester sees Princess Shalmar, sees her name in lights. Nefertiti. JDR Jr. didn't know she was down to her last dollar. She didn't know he was a penniless songwriter. Princess Shalmar. She was always good for a line. "Hey fellas, somebody get me a blue ruin." Off-screen, she dallied with Lester as they worked out their stage business, and he reciprocated until he caught her in flagrante delicto with Rochi Martinez. Sam didn't care. Their moment was long ago. It was the ballerina who drove Sam nutty. On the stage, a backdrop of faded grays and greens. Little dots flicker, smudge, meander. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Lester, Bester, Sam, Bunny, as close as 20 to 8, as close as 5 to 11. But at midnight, all bets were off when out stepped Tati, Lehati, frightening lightning, a wonder of thunder. No man could resist her spell. When she looked at you, her look melted you. Spark to fuse, and then the big bang bang. Lucky to survive, lucky to be alive. But in the flame of love, any fool in the name of love will never refuse to set spark to fuse. It was a familiar story. The vested interest of the few versus the common good. In the end, Bonga Corp indicted. Bunny and Bester saved the day. The picture had all the ingredients of a lighthearted feel-good farce, but as the two funny men seemed to have apprehended Smarty's party, the movie turned dark in ways no one could foresee.